Hi, my name is Tressa, and I'll talk about my project on visitor behavior at Pike Place Market. So, I began by thinking about what people do at Pike Place. I was really wondering who bought the groceries there, and I realized that everyone who goes to Pike Place has different experience. I wanted to see what other users did. My overarching question was what visitors do in their experience while at the market. And my target audience, of course, was all the visitors at Pike Place Market, not just UW students, but everyone there who actually goes. So I started with my field study, and it consists of 3 half-hour sessions. I did it Wednesday afternoon, Sunday morning, and Monday afternoon due to time conflicts and scheduling. And they lasted in rain and shine, in hail, and also in extreme wind. The key points I found were wandering, large group size, waiting in line, and lack of weather preparedness. Many of the people here didn't seem to have coats, they only had umbrellas, and there was a lot of waiting in line with large groups everywhere. The strengths of my research was that I was able to see all types of visitors and be able to go during different times and different days and during different weather conditions at the market. However, this project really showed that I had a personal bias of what people did at the market, and I was unable to do a session during the busiest times, such as on Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon. I learned to not assume what visitors are thinking as I was putting my own personal biases upon them, to pay attention to the conversations because that will really let you glean an insight. I also need to stay in one place at the market during my observations and make time to do these. Next time, I want to have a better planned out sessions during the field study and have take time for the analysis. I didn't realize how long this was going to take and try to remain as a third party. My biases really affected this part of the research project. Next one was interviews. I conducted 3 interview sessions and I used 21-year-old males who were all current students at UW, one from Seattle, one originally from New York, and one originally from Virginia. Key points I found during my interview sessions was that they all had planned outings. They didn't just go to Pike Place Market to wander, but to actually do something. And the makeup of the group could be just by themselves all the way up to their whole nuclear family, and that the navigation of the main area was slightly difficult. Strengths and weaknesses of this part was that I had similar participants, so that I was able to see the behavior of the same kind of participant at the market. And it backed up some of the key points from the field study, such as waiting in line and size of group. However, weaknesses was that not all visitors were represented, since I was only able to have such a slice of participants. I learned, let the participant talk. They will say much more than that you can question them on. I need to stay on task. Since I did semi-structured, we were having a conversation, and it was a little hard. We sometimes got derailed. And another was a record. My recordings helped me at the very end during my analysis, as I was able to have the full conversation on hand. Next time, I'd like to have more representation for all visitors, because I was unable to interview them all. And let's recruit at Pike Place Market, since that is the people who are actually there, and they also come from different backgrounds. And have more questions and backup questions, because sometimes you would go through your questions so quickly, you would need something more to talk about. So I didn't have many sub-questions to my questions. Survey was next, and I used Google Forms for this. I used 12 questions, a mix of multiple choice, rating, and open-ended. I was able to get 25 responses. The key points was that I found planned visits, long positive visit, popular shops most likely have lines, and waiting in line does not affect the experience at Pike Place Market. The strengths and weaknesses were again very similar. Strengths, I had participants of a variety of ages, and I had many responses. However, weaknesses was all the participants were friends and family of mine, since I posted the link on Facebook. And so mostly they were Washingtonians and UW students. What I learned, I enjoy quantitative data, and charts make things very easy in the analysis. And surveys are a quick and dirty method, but they get you there. Um, Next time, I like to distribute my survey at Pike Place Market. I would also be able to represent all my visitors, and so I would be giving it to them there. Um, and then I like to write many questions. I found writing questions for my survey slightly difficult. So if I wrote many questions, I'd be able to narrow it down to the few core ones I needed. Conclusion, I learned a lot from this class. I did not realize how much it took to do user research. This real life practice of having our own project really helped the process of learning. However, I realized I had a lot of personal biases and it kept getting inserted into my work. And though I told myself to take my time, a lot more time it took a lot more time than I originally thought. Future endeavors, I now know what user research is like. It's really helped me narrow my career goals and it's given me a solid foundation for future projects. Thank you.